In an age where health-conscious diets have been gaining increasing popularity, high percentages of salt intake pose a real threat to the quality of life and longevity of populations. The World Health Organization strongly urges a reduction in sodium intake to reduce blood pressure and risk of cardiovascular disease, stroke, and coronary heart disease in adults. It recommends a consumption of about 5 grams of salt a day, which is equal to a little less than 1 teaspoon. In Kuwait, the average intake of sodium is more than double the recommended amount. Dr. Nawal AlHamad, the Deputy Director for Community Nutrition at the Public Authority for Food and Nutrition, teamed up with Dr. Joseph Longenecker from the Faculty of Public Health at Kuwait University in 2018 to conduct a research project funded by the Kuwait Foundation for the Advancement of Sciences. In order to obtain baseline data on how much salt Kuwaitis consume, they collaborated with the Ministry of Health and Dasman Diabetes Institute, who helped collect, analyze, and store samples. Although the study is still ongoing, estimates from selected research showed that Kuwaitis consume 10 to 14 grams of salt among the ages of 21 to 65 years old. The rate of high blood pressure among Kuwaiti adults is 25%, which is considered relatively high. Dedicating her career to reducing salt intake in the Kuwaiti population, AlHamad requested approval to establish a committee to reduce salt intake while she was working in the Ministry of Health. She began working with the Kuwait Flour Mills and Bakeries Company to reduce the amount of salt in its bread in 2011. Within 2 years, they were able to decrease the amount of salt in white and whole wheat bread by 20%. They also approached local potato and corn chips companies, and within a period of 6 months, many of their products had the salt content reduced by a range of 20 to 80%. To encourage more companies to reduce their salt content, they collaborated with the Ministry of Education and prioritized selling the products with reduced salt content in school canteens. Kuwait has yet to introduce any form of legislation focused on reducing sodium in packaged or processed foods. Therefore, AlHamad's research is empirical, serving as a guide for stakeholders, legislators, and the public to reduce salt consumption and promote a healthier lifestyle.